Doing something different this year with Ghostbiker Exploration Season 6. Every single episode of Season 6 is going to be live.
Every town has a ghost story that's been passed down throughout the generations. But what if those legends are true? My job is to travel to these destinations, explore them, and figure out the mystery that lies within.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. We're Tuesday night live here in Kentucky, and it is season 6, episode 2. So first off, I want to thank everyone for watching on the first night. I mean, you guys hung in there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We think we may have that worked out tonight, but we've got some we've got some great things planned, and it's going to be our most interactive investigation that we've had so far. And so I just want to say hello to a few people before we reveal where we're at. I want to say hello to Shaman Sundays. Thank you so much from watching all the way over in South Carolina. Miss Susan Purcell in Southeastern Tennessee. Hello to Amanda Young, my cousin, and she says hello to Chris as well. Mr. Daryl Paulette, thank you so much for watching over in Virginia, and we really appreciate that. Hopefully it's going to be an active night. I've actually been here for probably about 3 hours so far. We've got some static cameras that's running upstairs, left them running while we went and got a bite to eat, and then also setting some things up. It's been really cool. We've had a little bit of activity so far, especially here in the room that I'm sitting in. We had a few things happen that we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. But again, going to continue with saying hello to everyone. Hello to Miss Janet out in Arizona. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, Miss D Hoot, I really appreciate you tuning in this season. Alex Lau, Miss Sonia Thompson, the Walking Dead zombie herself, and Phil Adams. Again, thank you all. So, and then of course, you guys are popping on here. I appreciate it. I always like to say hello to everyone here at the beginning. Like I said, this is going to be our most interactive season yet, and hopefully as each episode goes, we're going to make it more interactive. You guys are going to tell us what tools to use. You're going to watch and listen and see if you hear or see anything while we're investigating, and then also kind of talk about where you want us to investigate and what tools and techniques we need to try. We're going to start off with a tour of the location that we're at, and so if you'll just kind of watch what we're doing here and then let us know where we need to investigate, that would be great. Now, of course, we will be live this Thursday night following up on this episode, talking about the things that were captured. And so be sure to watch those timestamps as well. So if you'll go back, watch, and see anything that you maybe see or hear, send me those timestamps. We'll make sure that we talk about it on Thursday, and you'll also get mentioned in our upcoming re-release of the episodes whenever we put those out. So I want to go ahead and get my mobile camera in here. I'm going to minimize this, pull up the mobile cam, and then we're going to take you on a little tour and tell you where we're at, because we are here in Southeastern Kentucky, and this is a very, very special place because it's only ever been investigated one time, and that one time was actually kind of a mini investigation. And these are the places that we like to really highlight, are the ones that don't have a lot of investigating that's happened there. So let me go ahead, pull up my mobile camera, and then pull my.
You have to mute that.
Yeah. All right.
Turn down the volume.
There we go. All right. If you guys can give me some kind of indication that you can hear me, we're going to get walking here in a second. I've got a great crew here with me tonight. I've got my business partner, Dr. Christy Sumner. I've got Kelly, and of course we're going to be walking around in a few minutes, but I've got Kelly with the London Rural Tourism Commission, and I've got my friend taking you on. So like I said, we're trying to definitely make sure that that we've got all of our technical difficulties worked out here. And thank you all so much for confirming that you can hear me. So I think we go ahead and start the tour. And so, like I said, I got my friend here, Kelly, with London Rural Tourism Commission. And so, do you want to kind of break us in, let them know where we're at here tonight?
Well, you are in London, Kentucky at the Heritage Hills Entertainment Center. You are now in the Genealogy Center. We also call this the Theater Building. Another location that's on this property is our Banquet Hall. This is a homestead area, and our CVB operates this buildings so it can be rented for weddings and meetings and venues. We had a dinner theater here last weekend. So this section here is really special because it is called Heritage Hills for a reason. The Genealogy Center, we have volunteers here that have collections of tons of artifacts, things passed down not only about London and Laurel County, but about the time periods of Kentucky and even across the country, really. Things from Civil War, of course, we're home to Wildcat Battle, and the reenactment will be in a couple weeks, to antique furnishings, to oil lamps from the early 1900s. And every time I see an oil lamp, I think, thank you for letting me be born during electricity. So these are little friendly reminders of that. But this building here, anytime we have events here, it does have that vibe of, I don't know, like you want to look behind you because there are so many artifacts, but it does kind of give you the creepy crawlies, especially when you're alone. But we got a team of 4 here, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
But
even though some creepy stuff was happening just before.
Yes, and it was even before you got here. When me and Chris were here, we both looked at each other and was like, shut up, don't be messing with me just yet. I mean, I'm not, like, I love paranormal stuff and unexplained, but then again, I'm still on the little skeptical side. I think all of us need to be a little skeptical for common sense because our imaginations can get a little crazy sometimes. But with all the history that is involved with this land and this property, we'll get into that later. But London itself in Laurel County, of course, Daniel Boone, Levi Jackson, Rebecca Jackson, there's just so much history of the area. It's just really exciting. The original Wilderness Road, I mean, that comes right through Levi Jackson Park. I mean, that really helped branch out the rest of Kentucky. So it's a great landmark here in London, Laurel County. Our historical society and our volunteers, they work really hard. I'm on the Camp Wildcat Preservation Foundation, try to keep that battlefield clean, preserved. The original trenches are still there. And I know the volunteers here have a lot of uniforms on display and the history. The Laurel Home Guard, they are the ones that do the reenactment. It's always the 3rd weekend in October. I mean, there's hundreds of people that come together to make that history come alive and for us to remember history. And sometimes we don't always want to do that, or we just think, oh, it's old history. We don't need to know that. But I think that's always important to remember where our roots came from so we can learn and move forward and make better choices and come together as a community.
Yeah, and so that's like what we talked about with this whole season. We're covering, last week we were there at historic Rugby Village, which was a British village. And so all season long, we're going to be covering these locations that are either villages, old homesteads, or also heritage museums. So we're kind of going to walk around a little bit here and see what we got on some of the different displays and such.
So what happens, the museum, the Genealogy Center here is available Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you ever want to do any research of your family or looking for a particular cemetery, or maybe you've moved away and you know that your great-great-great-grandfather is somewhere here in the area, the volunteers here can help you research that.
Yeah, and so tonight's episode where we're going to be, here in the actual homestead and in the museum, we're also going to be not only investigating the land, but also investigating some of these different items that are in here see what kind of activity we're going to get based on whether it is item based or whether it's based on the location of the land.
I mean, we talk about items, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different items from several different generations of families. Some are right related here in London, Laurel County, and some are others throughout Kentucky and across the country. Like my grandmother's rocking chair is here. And I'm just saying, some of my mom's antique lamps are here. So when we think history, it doesn't necessarily have to be from the 1900s. It could be newer history. But it's a lot of fun to look at some of these artifacts and to see what they have on display. It's and since we've looked at some of the things I've learned, I've educated myself just looking. So there's always room for growth and to learn more new information.
Yeah. So are there any questions or anything that you're noticing, Chris?
Nope, everybody's just saying hi. Watching on YouTube looks great. Hey, Miranda, woohoo. Can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm just, you can't see, but I see red
So-
lights out there.
So it's interesting. So like we said, this is, an entertainment venue. This is also a museum. And so whenever we first got here earlier, we had kind of some really strange things that have happened. Just from when I got here and when Tiffany got here, we've had lights going on and off in the bathroom. Now none of those are on any type of sensor, any type of control. So those lights were turning on and off. Also a lot of loud bangs. We've heard some down here.
Upstairs,
Yeah.
the lobby, in the theater, the mini investigation that we did when we were in the genealogy center, all the singing and humming came from in the lobby and from upstairs. So the lobby, so far in a little bit that we've been here, seems to be kind of active, almost as a distraction, I think.
I think they know what we're getting ready to do. But so let's talk just a little bit about where we're at and what this property entails. So of course we are in the genealogical center, but this did actually used to be a home place of Henry Walden.
Henry
correct?
Walden.
Yep, and so he was actually an icon here in the London, Kentucky area. I mean, this farm is actually really beautiful. The buildings are beautiful, and it's a very large farmstead here.
And you can see it from I-75. If you're traveling north, it's going to be on the right-hand side. A lot of people said, oh, is that the property? So the nickname for the property used to be called the Party Barn. So the Party Barn, which is also Heritage Hills, will say, is that the Party Barn where the ponds are at? There's a beautiful fountain in the ponds. So that's a kind of iconic. People go, oh, I know where that is.
So Dehu asked, how old is the building? And Janet asked, what is the oldest item in the building?
We gave me some homework to find what the
Well,
oldest.
the items go way back.
Some items have been, early. I'm just going to say in the
There's Civil War.
late 1800s or lots of early 1900 items, lots of Civil War artifacts that are in here.
Probably some pre-Civil War when you're
Yeah.
thinking about Levi Jackson.
Right.
And then on
Yeah,
buildings.
yeah, in the 1700s. This building was the original barn. So it has been renovated to what it is, and it was renovated, completed, it was dedicated in 2010. So the barns themselves have probably been here, since Mr. Walden, and Mr. Walden served as the Laurel County clerk
Yeah.
from court clerk from 1953 to 1981.
He was the longest serving, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was born in 1928 or in the late 20s. He did end up passing away in 2010. And so, he's got a great history here. He was a 32nd degree Mason. He was also, my mind is completely going blank.
So Mr. Walden's property was the original owners, and then they had passed that off to another family, and then our CVB purchased from the second family that owned the property. So to answer your question, the two barns, was this the original, which was the first? I don't know that. I'll research that and get back to you on that.
Yeah, because like we said, we will be downloading this live and we'll be putting a full episode out later when we've got the live on there as well as some of our behind the scenes footage that we
But the upstairs though is the original stuff. So it's kind of like you got the modern down here and upstairs. I mean, if you want rustic flooring, like all the you want modern and chic, we have that here. It's in here too. It's very creepy up here. Even during the day, we do store some items up here. For Halloween World Chicken Festival, so you're going to see some chickens up here, wooden chickens that is. But this is, so you can kind of see what the original flooring and what that barn looked like before it was renovated.
Still there? Yeah. Okay. So, we may go in and out for a while. We open the door. Oh my gosh. So, just going to kind of show you guys with the lights on here. We're going to be investigating. I'm seeing spots all over. Can you know, see okay. Yeah, so this has the actual original floors on it. We do have static cameras already set up that we're watching while we was on. And then we have other items so that we're doing a lot of investigation.
So we'll say one cool artifact, one of my favorite artifacts that we have is the original and some of the two windows from the Pennington house that was unfortunately torn down, but Dr. Pennington, the Pennington Infirmary, this was his home. These are original windows from, these are 120-year-old windows. And my favorite part about the windows are all the original nails that are exposed here. When we moved this here, we had some extra help. There was about 14 men that helped carry each of these windows because these probably weigh 400 or 500 pounds. So if you can just imagine, this Pennington house had probably 30 or more of these windows all surrounded around it. So this is really
cool. This was from the house, not the farm.
Correct. This was Dr. Pennington's house. Yep. And if you go online and just type in the Pennington House, London, Kentucky, I'm sure we can have pictures of it here too, but it's a beautiful home and that's where these windows came from.
All right. So, like I said, just kind of be watching. And we're going to do a little bit later, we're going to do a double, possibly triple instance method. I know we kept cutting out last week, so we're going to be doing that. So, questions, we're going to have people stations actually on different floors and different areas when we do this triple instance method. So, there's no way at that point you'll be providing the question, but there'll be no way that we're able to hear each other when we're asking. So we're going to do that here in a little bit, not first, obviously. So I think downstairs, show your and then questions.
Somebody said, wow, those windows are pretty Bill Gates. Have a lot of good evening. Woo-hoo, hi, have a great show. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to freeze again. We went on to data, not Wi-Fi. Somebody said, Dee said, is this a hayloft?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, no.
I could go and pull the turn the lights on.
Here, let me pull it so you don't run in.
So, actually, I don't know if you can see if I will pick up the view down here. But this loft view of what you see down in the entryway is just beautiful.
No, it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
I need to go get that other light.
And that's all right. We like to investigate the dark units here. One thing I do want to check, I do want to open the door and check because we've been having the bathroom working on and off. And so it's still on. We got a grid light set up down here, so we're gonna be able to see if anything crosses that. And then of course in here, they have a lot of plays and a lot of music and everything, entertainment. And I think we set up in here a little bit later, play some music, see if we can get any activity, try with the dowsing rods, maybe even have a set up in here with the lights on to see if when we play some different kinds of music, maybe we're able to capture any of the grid lights. I mean, I think that pretty well.
And so speaking of music, so our Heritage Music Series is here. This is our, I think our 6th or 7th season. The last 2 shows have been sold out. A listening room experience in Nashville, the Bluebird Cafe kind of vibe. That's what we try to mimic here. We sold out 130 seats in here. Listen to your favorite up and rising music performers in Kentucky and Nashville, and it's a great vibe. So definitely music in here, I think. That would be kind of cool. Like originally this wasn't a theater, you know, it was a barn, but
I'm sure they had some barn music.
right? Absolutely.
Yeah, and so some of the different claims that have been captured here, because we know again it's only been investigated in a little mini investigation at one point in time. But according to talking to some of the people who work here, the maintenance guy, I know he has experienced some things, and he says that there's just a general vibe of when you come in, you feel like somebody's watching you. And I kind of echo that sentiment. I know when we came in the other day to look at the place, it really did feel like all eyes were on you. I don't know if it could have been because they're, used to watching people on the stage or just used to watching their own land, but it really does have that general vibe of just somebody always got their eyes on you. So was there anything else I missed as far as claims?
So claims, this is what, workers or the investigation claims? So the claims, the mini series that I was on, we definitely heard lots of music in the lobby. Now we do have a piano that used to be Harlan Sanders' wife's piano, but that piano doesn't work. That used to be in the hallway. We just thought, well, that makes sense. If we hearing music, of course that doesn't work. But we heard like hymn music, but we can't hear the interstate from here. So sometimes that can be a debunk. Whistles, definitely doors shutting. And the claim while I was here, when there were some artifacts, some of our artifacts are on loan and some have been donated.
What was that?
Like a bugle.
Tiffany, was that you? Okay.
Did she move the chair?
I don't know what she did, but okay.
Sitting under instruments, I guess. So the one investigation, there was an artifact. There was a 1932 crucifix here. It had its own like traveling box, and it was bedazzled, and I don't know why, but it was. And the investigation that we did, like, educate me still. So we have the earphones on. So they were asking in the radio that kept having words like the word priest came up, and death, and embalming, which I thought was so cool because in addition to that, we used to have a case that had all sorts of embalming tools. Like it had fake ears and noses. I mean, just think of that, and they did the best they could, and we used to have all of that real stuff on display. But unfortunately, that is on lease and that was expired, so that's not here anymore. But those are the type of things that the fact that embalming, we were just talking about that because when the volunteers had researched some of the items we were going to talk about, so it all kind of pieced together. That made sense for in that moment what we were looking for. Claims wise, for this building, I don't know about the other building, but that sense of something's watching upstairs is always kind of creepy, but it's a barn and you got creepy floors and stuff. Now, in the theater, I really don't get too much vibes of watching this, but in the genealogy museum, of course, you've got people and mannequins standing, and so that kind of is a jump scare all of the time. But as we get into a little bit of the history of, you talk about the Wilderness Road and Levi Jackson, Valley Campbell, and all of those things, I think that just even triggers more of going to the actual locations. This is just kind of the education center of where to branch out that thing.
So we'll talk at the very end of the show here and come and visit this place. And then also, I just want to add right quick, Kelly is one that I'm partnering with this weekend for the Ghost Biker Explorations Hogs and Hawk weekend, as well as Wildcat Harley Davidson. And we're investigating the cave here in London. And so we do still have tickets available for that. We will plug that as well at the end. But you can find all that information on the Ghost Biker Explorations page and come here to wonderful London, Kentucky, learn more about it, support the community. It's a great fundraiser that we're working for, which is Shop in the Cop. So I think we get into it.
Which area has the most activity, says D Hoot?
Like I said, it kind of depends based on, since it's not been open investigators once, but as far as what we've encountered since we've been here, it's actually been the lobby.
But I'll be your devil's advocate on that. It is activated when you're not in the lobby. It's when we're in the genealogy. So I do think we should prop open the door. So we're not having to open and shut that door. All but those doors are crazy heavy here. So I don't like, if you need a good endurance door, let us know. We can get you the doors. But that is one thing, is when we would come into the lobby, all of a sudden it would be like almost it would vanish or disappear. But as soon as we go back into the other room, it would be like, oh.
So should we think we could start?
Yeah, we're 26 minutes in, so we should get start.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So.
Yeah, I like it.
Both sides.
Sure. Actually, that'd be good because that way we will have reflection.
And D Hoot said, and away we go. All right. People are saying that y'all maybe need to talk up just a little bit because they're kind of hard to hear you.
At least that'll keep the reflection out.
Switch from there. I'm gonna get that light.
Yeah. The lights for the room over there. Is it Chris is going to get another light just so we're not dark, but
I laid out all the equipment in one place so everything can be seen. And it can help pick.
Yep.
Everything's laid out.
So I'm kind of thinking tripwires along the displays over there. That way we can see if anything from the
Do you want
display.
one tripwire? Do you want? I would do another one maybe in the lobby.
Okay.
Just because the times we ask questions here, if it's active out there.
Yeah, and I think that grid light in the lobby it's not good there. We could probably do that in the auditorium.
Okay.
That would probably be a better place for that particular grid light, and then you could put the tripwire in the lobby.
I think putting one of the REM pods, because we've got multiple REM pods, and then possibly a few flashlights there in the lobby, just so something can trigger us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So what does everybody in the chat think about that plan?
I'm gonna set this one out here.
Yeah, it's a little low, but we can hear it.
Then I recommend maybe putting one up on the landing up on the staircase. Because when we were here, we couldn't tell if it was coming from upstairs or on the staircase that goes up to the loft area.
Okay,
So
we could do
have
that.
an extra one.
Yeah, we have
That way you
We have
can
a couple
determine
room
was
cards.
it was active from the lobby or upstairs.
Dream interpretations, Dee Dee. That's a good idea. She said that since music was one of the paranormal experiences, maybe the music box would be good in the auditorium. That's a great idea, Dee Dee. Thank you.
Do you want me to put this on the first line or at the top? Which how far up?
Maybe go to that second, I'm thinking what, second landing?
Yeah,
Because that way we can at least still hear it. I love the idea with the music box.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. We want to go ahead and, we probably won't hear it unless we're in there. Okay. Is what I'm thinking. At least I don't think. I wonder if there's a way to cut the air off.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't hear
I
it.
don't think we would.
Well,
hear
when
it.
we go in there,
Yep.
we'll take it with us.
And I think we should also, since it's showing like movie, or not movies, but since it's theatrical, I think that the Freddy REM pod would be good in there too.
Yeah.
You just put that in there.
Yeah, maybe they like scary tunes.
Where am I taking this?
We're gonna take it in there whenever we go.
Oh,
Janet, yeah, there are four people here on site. 4 women.
So if you hear a man's voice. Okay. And you think this out in the hold on.
Yeah.
I think long ways. That way we can pull from in there. Like an angling Christmas light. Yeah.
Here's Angelique.
Oh. Hey, Angelique. I know you love this place. She was gracious enough to come over and give us a tour, and she was one of them that said that she's had feelings in here. Doesn't really like to come in here because it has a creepy vibe. So. Do you hear that? I do hear that. I keep feeling like I'm hearing music, but I can't tell if I'm just hearing kind of like white noise.
And the debunk on that is sometimes there's a lot of heavy tractor trailers on the interstate and that humming noise.
Okay.
You can hear that when you're in the genealogy room, so.
Good to know.
You know, I have an idea for the back. You said that light was on and off, and you don't know what if I turn on the lobby light? In this node, so that it's not off. Or is that too much light? I think it's too bright.
Should we stand on into the room? In here, in the lobby?
Or just know.
Okay,
that
thanks, James.
The piano was right here in this corner.
Oh, no.
Like the piano was here, and so right here was very active.
Okay. Okay, we'll definitely go back and look at it. Thanks, guys. Okay. So, and again, if you've not seen me use these tripwires, they are EMF detectors and they do light up independent of each other. We had some great success with it there at Rugby. So we're going to see if we can get something here in the lobby. I just kind of want to ask right quick and see. Do we want to turn the lobby light? I mean
Yeah, I can do that.
piano light off. Hey Kelly, is there any way to turn the air off, or is it? Okay, don't worry about it. I was just thinking for voices. All right, let's just kind of see. And of course, I just want to show that I cannot set these off. These are set off by EMF fluctuations. So it's not something that a phone will set off. It's not something that I can set off. So we've got the REM pod in here, and we've also got these lights. Now, I know that whoever's in here, you might not understand what we've got in here. It won't hurt you. You may not even be able to see the colors of it, but if you can see that there's a light, all you have to do is go up to it and touch it. It's not going to hurt you, and you can make it change color or make it flash brighter. You can also make the little light that's there in the center of the room. You can also make that light up, and it will make sound. So, is the person who we heard here in the lobby still in here with us? You can also use the energy from some of the things that we have here to help you communicate. You can use that energy. Does anybody have any questions that anybody sees?
Tabitha says she's picking up on that on chat. She feels like an actor. She hears the chats are huge, and one day we're making something hot.
Interesting. Okay, we're not going to crowd your space because we know whenever you were talking to us, we were inside the other room. So we're just going to leave this stuff sitting here. And like I said, I'm just going to show you. Walk up to it. You can make it do that. It doesn't hurt. So we're going to get out of your space and set a few more things up in another room. You can also do that over on the stairs if you just pass by. So we'll step in here.
She's an actor because she feels like he's in the costume.
Okay.
And yeah, we are in the lobby room.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this grid light off, but maybe.
Okay. All right. I think we have a little session over by the artifacts, unless somebody has. So we've got that set up there in case somebody wants to interact there in the lobby. Does anybody have any suggestions of where we should actually sit and do a session? And again, Chris, I appreciate you manning the comments, and Tiffany, Kelly, I appreciate your guys' help with this.
I don't see any.
Okay. All right. So you think maybe back by the
So when we did the investigation, we started in this upper corner here.
are we still live?
Yep, we are. Does anybody have an idea on where you want us to get started at?
For some reason, this got kicked out of here. All these others are not connected. Okay, I just want to make sure we're still on here because it's showing these other devices are not.
We're still live.
Now back up.
You are.
No, it pulled that one back up too. Because it was showing those as not connected. Okay.
We never lost live.
Two screens. I see you and your.
Perfect. I just pulled it off. It was showing it not on there, but all right. Okay. I think we start over on the other side over there with some of the uniforms and maybe near the piano you were talking about, Kelly.
Yeah, over by that. I mean, that's where we were close enough that we were just talking about items in here and.
All right. I'm going to grab just a couple things. Set up in here. Got the obelisk. I think a simple K2. And yeah. Okay. We need to kill the lights in here we can after that song said. I think the 7 1 song. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Now this was the piano right here.
Yeah, this was originally owned and played by Claudia Sanders, which is Harlan Sanders' wife.
KFC.
And in case you didn't know, Sanders Cafe Original Museum is here in Laurel County in Corbin, Kentucky. And so we've had all sorts of things. You can see all of the Colonel Sanders memorabilia that we've collected over the years. But this was actually
Lind.
shut up. Okay, well, a lot of people have lent those items here, but when, of course, the artifacts of the coffin and the embalming stuff was all in this area here. So this is where the embalming stuff was.
Lind, developed, and river. Hair. Okay. Judge. Now it's interesting, like I said, Mr. Walden, he was a court clerk. So.
And the ironic that Levi Jackson was also the first judge executive.
Before y'all started talking about that, Tabitha commented that he's showing her a sheriff star.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, that would connect the judges and court.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very much. And there may be something else in here that's associated with that. So, you think we need to cut that light off there? Is that too much? Nation. Boy, it's talkative.
Well, law.
Coat, law, and guy.
Okay, well, it's like win, lose, or draw. No, the person that said a Charles, did you say the name was Charles? It's some type of, I'm trying to look to see if there's any pictures or anything of someone named.
This says Ed.
There's a political gathering in the 1920s at the old.
Ed, Afraid, and Lisa. This thing never talks this much. Okay, you want to take an end of this?
Sure.
And we can put it in front of the items here. Ceiling became northern.
It is a very interesting song, isn't it?
Clueless dude says, ask if Charles is home. Everybody in the chat, do you think that's too much light? Would you like less light?
I'm not gonna break it all over the
My goodness.
You said that thing never talks?
It's not that much. Here, you take this in. You take this in. And you run down there and I'll grab this.
And it's like, you don't want me to be here all night long. If I'm gonna-
Okay. I'm thinking on this end, or this side. And then you can kind of have it there in the middle and go from there.
So you want me to go this way or go all the way down?
All the way down. As another thing, or making it worse. There we go. Oh, this is telling us to finish. If not, we may just have a knot in the center. I mean, I really like these because you can kind of.
And when you use these, it can it's not they all line up, just one element. Right?
Sometimes they do. That's all I have. Okay.
But when we were at St. Albans, we had both strands
Yeah.
going from one end to the other, and they both were lighting up all the way down.
Whoops. Here we go. My goodness. What did I say? Son, daughter? Out. All right. Did you say we should kill the lights or no?
Nobody said anything yet.
I don't think they can hear you down there, Tiffany. So do people want to lights on or off? Stretched. Just said stretched.
That's cool. It just said stretch.
Can the phone or the camera set off the obelisk?
Not that I'm aware of. I've never had it's independent of that. But there it is. It's got a word bank in it. The spirits just use the word bank. I mean, Chris can attest. It never talks this
Never
much.
does as much.
I mean, speak rhythm. Of course, we had it sitting on a piano. Stuff. We do have a lot of stuff.
D Hoot said lights off,
Okay.
but then Daryl said lights on right now.
All right. Well, like you can see, if you don't mind panning right there, Chris, there are all the different uniforms. Oh, wow, uniform.
You just said uniform?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry says off.
Okay. We'll turn them off for right now since we've got these. It's actually, I think it's.
Most people are saying light off or low light.
Okay. Yeah, I would say. Okay. I think we just kind of do another little, I'm gonna set this back here, do another little simple session. So again, we've got.
Bed, okay, so there's a bed at the end, right here, and just say bed.
Okay.
King, it's my king size bed.
Are you down there near the bed? It's
Hair.
the second time we've got hair.
Hair. So there's a wig down there,
Is there really?
you know, I don't know if the wig is on the bed, but
Okay, are you, if you're down there by the bed, you can touch the lights that's on the floor. I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I told them out in the hall in case you didn't hear me. These lights won't hurt you. All you have to do is walk up to them, touch them. We can also hear you if you want to speak. Well, we got a pond earlier. We also got water. If anyone sees like the K2,
Yeah, I was wondering, should we put the K2 in there?
we've got another one if you want to go grab it off the table. Okay.
SH.
It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Okay. This line of lights that's right here on the ground, all you have to do is go up and touch it. If you're down there near the bed, can you touch the light down there at the end? I don't know why that's talking that much. I'm gonna move it. I mean, some nights you may get one word, some nights you might get multiple. Okay.
Okay, I was like, there's a large mouse or something that's crawling down there. I mean, it said bed, and there's a bed right in front of us, so that's.
All right, so we just put a K2 on the bed down there.
Is that a regular paper?
No, this K2 just went up a little bit.
Oh, it did?
Just one flicker up,
Okay.
and it just beeped again. A bleep.
That was not doing anything to me.
Because I was wanting to maybe move it because it wasn't doing anything. So, do you like the piano being in here, or do you like maybe put it back in the hallway so you could play the music in the lobby?
What was that? What? Telling me that was the bathroom door.
That's what it sounded like.
That was crazy.
The light's still on. Did you guys hear that? I know that sometimes the sound's a little hard.
See, but that's the spot that we were at, and we would hear stuff in the hallway, almost like we thought someone was coming in the doors because it was so abrupt. If you made this noise, can you light up some of these lights up here so we know you're here? Or touch one of the EMF readers?
What am I hearing?
Sounds almost like a radio.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't know, to me that sounded like the bathroom door. That was kind of what that sounded like. Hear how it pops? How did that sound to you, Chris?
Like the bathroom door. I don't know if it was that or inside, like one of the stalls. That was loud though.
So the word it said maybe on here. Can you scroll back?
You can go back and actually look at the word.
Coffin. Dress.
I wish that coffin was funny too.
Are you upset that they took the coffin out?
What's your favorite piece of artifacts in here?
I'm just hoping that REM pod will go off or something.
Chief, are you talking about like an Indian chief or like a police chief?
Dee Dee says, can you stand at one end of the light stand and ask them to walk to you? Maybe hold an item that they want put back.
on the air? That's a wig, yeah.
Maybe, is there anything on that organ up there that, like a story about it or anything we could bring? Or no?
I don't know, but one of these hats might work.
Yeah.
Okay, these hats are from the World War II era.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
That's in great condition.
If you can see me and what I'm holding, can you light up one of these lights? Can you see this beautiful item?
I'm down here with it, Miranda.
We're getting pressure spikes on the EDI Plus.
Come down here.
Okay, so a lot of the time I found whenever my EDI Plus box, when it flashes like that, I tend to find that a lot of the time you get some pretty good EVPs or something interesting happens. Could you see this? Can you see me? If you can see me, can you make one of those lights? I can't see what's going on. The I think it was the EDI Plus. You like that?
No, that was Claudia's piano. We didn't bring a female hat, so.
You know what the time frame was for Claudia?
And that would have been, I mean, the Colonel would have been 134 years old this year. So for her to wear, you know, it wasn't her hat, but that one probably the 30s.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Can you take it to red, please? That green light that you were just touching? Can you please take it to red? Hat?
Green.
If you're out in the lobby, can you make that noise again, please?
Hey, Kelly, would you mind going and grabbing that USA bag that's in there? I love music. Could you play that organ? Even just a little note? I'd love to hear that.
Now, the other piano, it actually plays at the other end.
I was gonna say, how wonderful would that be if all of a sudden the piano was like.
Because a minute ago, that was like a pink or something.
Mm-hmm.
K2's going off on the bed. There it is again.
Okay, I want to sit.
Yeah, you do. If you're gonna play the piano, will you lock that up to red? We would love to hear you play it. Miranda's a piano player.
I am.
You made it to yellow. Can you light it up to red, please?
Way to put me on the spot.
No, I can not play, but I'm talking like audio, play piano music
Oh.
from my phone.
Sure.
There you go. Line it all the way up to red. Just try. None of this stuff hurts you. We just can't hear you if you talk to us. So this is how we have to interact. So were you a piano player? If you were, will you make those lights flash again?
Sonia says Miranda play a little tune.
You were. That is awesome. I love to hear a piano play. Did you play for some of the parties they had here? Or were you the owner of this piano? I was reading a story about how a husband bought it for his wife. That is so cool. If you're the wife, or are you the wife? Did you own this piano? If so, will you make those lights go off?
You've also got some lights on the different pianos here. The piano and the organ down there.
So it says Jane bought it for Lucy. Are you Lucy? Are you one of Lucy and James's descendants? One of their grandkids? Somebody else?
I heard anything. Is the piano your favorite instrument? Can you give us some kind of sign if you're still in here with us? Did you have any music, Kelly? What if you played, I know it's always popular in a lot of places I've been. What if we played a piano version of Amazing Grace? Did you play at church? No. I'm like, oh, she knows this. I called it on something. I'm sure I bumped that.
You did.
Okay, thank
Can you play along with this song?
Did you know that song? I don't know. Will that cause a copyright violation on? So you may just need to talk over it.
Yeah, I'll talk over. Okay, so, can you light up the light that's by your piano or your organ? I promise none of these will hurt you. If you can hear, if you can hear this or hear us, give me some kind of sign. Do you want,
Debbie said Grace.
Great, that's cool.
It said Grace?
Yeah, it said Grace.
Grace continued interest.
All
So
right.
you want me to continue playing?
Yeah, do you want Miranda to play? That's a question Dee Dee asked. If you want Miranda to play,
Nana.
light something up.
Oh gosh, that just gave me a chill. That was my grandma's chair. Are you touching that chair?
I may have bumped it.
Okay, because it rocked. It didn't like stop. Oh,
Did you call her Nana?
no, I didn't know my grandmother. She died before I was born. So
Did your Nana used to play Amazing Grace? You can come on in here. I don't mean to holler, but I feel like you can't hear, so.
even though you're in a museum, it's like a library. You just automatically want to whisper all the
How
time.
do I get back to them?
Oh.
Sorry.
I would say like
I'm not sure what that is. I don't know.
once you hear it, you'll know.
I may just not know what it's called. Yeah, anything we
I like
play.
that the album was picked up.
Right,
Grace,
right.
interested, continue playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
look
so
at that. It's going to be.
That make you happy?
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Aw.
can you take it all the way to red?
Makes me want to cry.
God, no, seriously.
Do you miss being able to play your
What did it
piano?
say? It just says Nana interest continue. Look, it's right with it.
Well, I wish you could play your piano wherever you are.
Look, I mean, did your Nana make this bedspread? It's awfully pretty.
I know my Nana used to play. I didn't call her that, but she used to play. And I could sit and listen.
Or maybe this is just your favorite song?
Oh. I mean, it's going to the beat.
It's exactly for me. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong playing.
We've
this
had
song.
such cool experiences
Right.
in churches.
Yeah.
We did Levi Jackson last year.
And there's nothing scary about it. Like I get no scary. It just makes me happy.
I mean, I don't know. I just love this. It's exploring aggression, but that's probably.
Nana. Calm down. Well, it is been. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. It's best bedtime. Oh,
I don't even know what to
I
say.
don't even know how. Just say something else. On the August, let's change something.
And while we're playing Amazing Grace too.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
Thanks for playing your song.
I wish we could get. Is there another song you like? Solid and good.
Okay.
K2's going off again.
Solid. I just typed in
Do you
piano version hymn solid good. I'm
Do you
supposed to see
want
what
more
comes
music?
up.
Also,
The solid rock.
make that right line up.
There you
to-
go. Try that.
My hope is built on the solid rock.
Yeah.
God is so good. So
Well,
which
we just said God earlier.
which do you want me to play? Do you want to play the solid rock, or God is so good?
The
Which-
solid rock.
After this commercial. Hold on.
You like the old hymns?
Oh, for a piano.
That's my favorite on the piano. In fact, it's funny because I was telling Chris when we were here, that book that's sitting on the piano was one of the first books that I learned to play.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the primer church books.
Oh.
Sitting there on the piano.
Do you recognize this song?
Did you used to teach piano lessons?
There it is. D Hoot said, "My old Kentucky home, maybe."
Yeah, so like I said, I don't mean to keep talking over, but I'm gonna keep talking so I don't get a copyright violation while I'm playing music. So if I keep talking, that's kind of why. But I think if it's kind of low like that, it should be good.
Would you like to hear my old Kentucky home?
Or Blue Moon of Kentucky. Oh.
What's going on?
So we're from other places other than Kentucky. Me and Tiffany are from Tennessee, and then Chrissy over here is from Florida. You originally from Kentucky, Kelly?
Originally was born in Ohio, but I've grown up here my whole life. Yeah, good suggestion.
If you're from Kentucky, will you take it to red?
That's what it sounds like.
Yellow.
That you played beautifully.
It's so easy to get lost when you're playing. So relaxing.
It is right on beat.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wish.
Somebody said you should try the Estes method.
Yeah, we'll definitely. What's our time looking like?
You've been on for an hour and 14.
Okay, this says him.
Are you serious?
It's H-I-M,
Oh,
not H-Y-M, but yeah, him.
But they do misspell often. So.
That's true. That's true.
We'll have to be sure to tell the people that work here to play some hymnal music when they're in here working.
Yeah, just have it. Oh, flashlight.
Yeah, would you like that?
Wow. Oh, that gave me chills down both of my legs.
Well, we will.
Thank
be sure
you
to-
so much.
Thank you for lighting that up.
Did you turn that off? Awesome, thank
Thank
you.
you.
That was me hitting the bench.
So
Sorry.
we'll definitely tell them to play that. Is that your favorite type of music? Soul to him?
What was that?
That's a little bit.
That sounded like something walking right behind us.
No, I thought I heard it here, but
No, it was right behind us.
it was close.
Yeah.
It's getting stuck on me.
Were you a piano player too? If you were, can you turn that light back on?
Roadway.
They did build a new roadway too here. This road that we came down was not original. I mean, that's a fairly new road, probably in the last 5 years.
So I just want to ask again, so you're okay if they play some hymnals during the day? Do you like that? It did.
Like, even the air changed.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that we all sort of noticed that at the same time.
So Shirley is only here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do you like having extra visitors here?
Everything just got quiet.
Who just come in the room?
You felt that too?
You come in here? Did you come to talk or did you just come to watch? You come to stop the conversation.
Do you like to watch people whenever they come in here? Are you the one that everyone feels? Are you the one that everybody feels is in the room with them?
So the piano is. Did you say Lucy? This was Lucy's piano?
Her husband James bought it and wrote it on donkey.
Wow.
From Lexington, I think so.
Money and Val.
BMW?
Mm-hmm. Like her husband.
Well, I would assume if he could afford to take a team of donkeys and go get you a piano, he would have a lot of money.
Animal and mad. Animal and
Donkey.
mad.
The donkey was probably,
Oh,
the donkey was probably mad about having to
Did
drink
I
the piano.
upset you by talking about your money?
But I think the way I understood, there was a fire in this house, and this piano was one of the items that was survived by it. Right?
That's what it sounds like. Was there any other items in here, Kelly, that kind of stood out to you that you found interesting or maybe felt something?
Well, the items that aren't here anymore, probably the most.
Right.
You know, a lot of these items are behind cases, so
Yeah.
people don't take them.
Yeah.
On the other side, if you want to go, I just think the outside of we were talking about, like the butter churner
Yeah.
and the things that they would have used at camping and stoves outside.
Okay.
So maybe we go on the other side since it just kind of got quiet
Yep.
and inactive here.
I'm gonna grab a couple tools if y'all
Yeah.
want to go right there. I'm gonna grab. All right. Anybody else had any questions or anything that you're seeing? I'm gonna leave Ida. Boy and feeling. Writing and judge. I really like my flashlights. They tend to, and they don't die. Huh, they're both dead. Weird. Everything's got new batteries in it and they're both dead. Weird. The two flashlights I picked up is brand new. You talking about this turn?
Yeah, we were just looking at the turns and the Civil War. So, I mean, these were actually and we have access to them.
Yeah.
It's turning. It's now winter. I actually had to turn my heat on the other day because it was starting to get a little chilly.
Maybe you should go to old school with the rods around the old school.
I think that's a good idea. I've got my rods there. I'll grab those.
I've got mine. We could ask at the same time,
Sure,
ask the questions at the same time and see if we get the same answers.
sure.
You
I
wanna
like
do
dual
that?
rods.
Writing, judge,
So-
symbols.
Yeah, so we got more judge and writing. That's kind of interesting.
So you're saying we're gonna have two sets of rods?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can get you a seat, Tiffany. Thank you. It might be interesting, Kelly, if while we're doing the rods, if you want to hold the temp gun, just to see if there's any temp fluctuation. We've also got flashlights up there. Do you need a seat, Chris?
Yeah, this is good. You can see the long rods.
Yep, I've got that.
I wish I had this for the bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, just to let you guys over here know, we've got several ways that you can communicate with us.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna move her phone.
Do what?
I'm gonna have to move this phone a minute. Sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry. Did I put it in the? So we've got several ways that you can talk to us in here. If you want to walk up to these flashlights right here, and you may not know what they are, but they won't hurt you. You can go in, you can touch them, use your energy, they'll light up. Kind of like a candle, but they won't burn you. We've also got these copper rods. You probably used them to find water. We're going to use them to ask yes and no questions and directional questions. So if anybody wants to ask something.
So was that a whole new spirit that walked into that room with us? Did it run off the other spirits we were talking to?
Now, just so you guys know, if you, for me, cross the rods for yes, open them for no. Is yours the same way?
Yeah.
So is that was it a new person that walked into the room? Getting a phone, but
Yeah.
you can kind of play with them for a minute. I gotta adjust my hands.
So are you the person that walked into the room? Did you follow us out here?
There's something sound in the hall.
Something just moved behind us.
Well, when I
yes.
did the thermal thing over here
Uh-huh.
before we started, what's that blue thing. You see the blue thing right there? On my screen, right here.
Oh, that's just the end.
No, right here.
Oh, that.
What is it?
Yeah.
Because I
It's
over
gonna
here,
be
your
a-
laptop.
Is that like would that be reflecting on the glass right there?
Yeah, it's something over there that's reflecting on the glass, I think.
Because I couldn't see, I mean, there's nothing electronical.
It's gonna be in one of her boxes on the table.
Okay.
Or it could have been like one of those drinks that are colder.
Oh,
To the air
gotcha.
around it,
Okay.
where we got our
Yeah,
drinks
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
around the table.
does anybody have any questions for us with the rods?
So are you a man?
What'd you say? I'm trying to, this thing's going wompy. Sorry, guys.
If I need to, should I grab the other thing?
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, wow. Now I'm crossing.
Well, I asked if it was a man.
Are you attached to an item in the building?
Okay, can you straighten the rods? I'm getting some cold air. Do you see anything in
Yeah,
our hands?
I feel a cold on the right, like through here.
So are you attached to something in the building?
This is pulling hard. Okay, can you straighten the rods here?
Is it in that room we were just in? Whatever you're attached to?
And just straighten these up. Now don't get confused with us. I swear I'm getting like cold right on my knuckles. And you're not seeing anything. Okay.
Are you confused which rods to move? What we'd like for you to do is move them both at the same time. If you give me a yes answer, give her a yes answer. Can you do that?
Like the,
Okay, well, if you can, then straighten her rods back out.
Are you here all the time? Says Dee Dee.
are you here all the time? See, this is real easy. You know what these are. They're not going to hurt you. Actually, let me reset these. I got a question here. And then we'll ask Dee Dee's question.
I got a yes from her question.
You do your question? Yes. Okay. Now, all right, let me get positioned here. Okay. I just want to make sure you know how to use these. Like I said, we're doing cross for yes, open for no. But can you point these rods to the stove? Can you point the rods to the stove? I can feel you pulling. All right.
Maybe it's confusing on using two different sets.
Okay, let's try.
You want to try yours?
You sure?
Yeah, well, I mean, use yours, I'll put mine down.
This is actually a new pair of rods.
These are brand new.
These are brand new
I haven't
too.
used them anywhere else.
So mine got bent. Okay. Now, can you point these rods to the spinning wheel? There's a spinning wheel in here. Can you point the rods to the spinning wheel that you maybe use to sew? How about to the quilt? Can you point the rods to the quilt? It's like they move so hard and then they just stop. Can you point to where you're standing? So what do you see on the thermal? Nothing in behind her anywhere? I think it's somewhere when you use the SLS.
Can you turn a flashlight on?
Can you turn one of these flashlights on? You gonna turn that one on? The one you're pointing at?
There's some red now on the stove above.
Well, it's pointing at that one.
Like it's almost like it,
Sometimes that's hard.
I mean, it was just all yellow before, but now there's like a.
No, Dee Dee, the other person using the rods, that's Miranda's friend Tiffany.
We'll give you time to try to turn that light on. Sometimes places that aren't investigated, they don't know how to do any of this stuff. And it takes a little while to get them to turn things on. And I don't know if the older spirits are afraid of it. They don't understand it. So we try to be patient. Let them try to figure things out. That's why I like the rods, and honestly,
Are
that's
you
why
trying
I
to
like the
turn the
flashlight.
flashlight on? Okay, we'll give you a minute.
Everybody's saying try the Estes.
Okay. In here?
I don't know, y'all
Well,
want
we
to
were
try it
gonna
in
split
here?
up.
Or-
Yeah, we were gonna split up, so you could try it in here and I can go, like in the auditorium. You can pull my phone up, I'll set it up in there somewhere while I'm sitting there.
Works for me.
Dude, and I can close the door, I don't think it'd be I don't think it would interfere.
I think at some point, well, I was gonna say someone be upstairs at some point. Well, let's just start down here. We can do that. Yeah.
D Hoot says they don't do tricks with a smiling face.
No, they don't. What did that say?
Cool. Pulled.
Cool.
You tried.
tried.
Oh,
Yeah, it could have been
okay.
pulling the rods.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Tried.
We can,
Oh,
we can feel it when you're
That
pulling
just
on the rod.
hurts my feel. I mean, so.
Yeah, D Hoot, they're gonna go to the second floor in a few
Sometimes
minutes.
it takes a lot of energy to turn some of this stuff on. And if you're not
Right.
used to it,
Bail.
don't
No,
bail on
no
this.
bail. We're
No,
not bailing
we're
on
getting
you.
ready to try something new, so you stay here with us, okay? We're gonna try another way for you to try to communicate with us. Give us just a minute.
Seed and relics.
Well, if you're, well, I was gonna say, I wonder if you're in there. I've got some earbuds. Okay. They won't put in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I've got some if you don't.
All right, so what they're gonna try right now is essentially a dueling Estes method. So Tiffany's gonna go into the auditorium. Miranda will be in here. I'll probably stand out in the lobby. And if you guys have any questions,
Do you want to take the music box in there now too? Or-
Colder at 69 degrees and here at West 70.5.
That's true. I think maybe do that after this.
What'd that say?
Faster witch wrench material developed.
So I think what we're going to do is actually get another phone and pull up so you guys can see Tiffany and Miranda at the same time. Miranda, you can probably sit in front of your laptop. I can. And pull your laptop up. And then Tiffany can sit in the auditorium and pull her phone up.
That's a good idea.
Every now and then.
No, thank you again, Chris.
And so you all can ask your questions, but with the Estes method, me and Miranda's just gonna be talking out loud. We're gonna be saying what we're hearing because we're gonna have a blindfold on and headphones. I'm gonna use the earbuds since I left my headphones. Headphones are better, but this will work too. But that lets us not hear anything but the spirit box. And so we'll just be calling out anything that we hear. So hopefully one of us will answer your guys' questions or whatever.
Do you want me to help you or somebody help you set your phone up?
No, I'm good.
Because I was going to say, once you sit it in there, I'll have to pull you on the screen.
So give them just a few minutes to set up here, guys, and then
Set up. I'm just going to kind of talk to you.
You'll be able to see both.
For a few minutes. Again, thank you all for watching and bearing with us. We got a large group on tonight, so thank you. And again, that's kind of the challenge with these locations that haven't been investigated. As Tiffany said, when they're not overly investigated, sometimes they don't understand what everything that is being done and how to utilize these tools. All right. Let me know, Tiffany, when you're ready for me to pull you on. So what we're going to do, I've got my noise canceling headphones, my blindfold here in just a minute. I'm going to put that on. I'll give a signal. Chris is out there. As you can see, they're going through the lobby. Chris is going through there, and she's going to be asking your questions. That's there on the screen. We won't be able to hear it, and I can't really show. But I mean, again, you saw when we were standing there. There's a whole lobby between us. So I always like to create distance when I'm doing this stuff. I don't like it whenever people do Estes methods in the same room. I don't know. I feel like they're still too close for contamination. We also have a couple other things in here. Now, obviously, I won't be able to see them, but we do have flashlights in here. So if I end up lighting up even more, you'll know that the flashlight in here was on. Are you guys ready for me to pull on?
That's the carpet.
I'm not really sure what that is, so I'll remove that. Are they ready for me to pull them on, Chris?
Are y'all ready?
Okay, she's getting them set up in there. I'm going to go ahead and add them.
Hold on one second.
Okay, there's Tiffany. Okay, I think you may have to unmute your mic.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get feedback. We can't hear you. It won't allow me to there we go.
There we go. How's that?
Yep. Okay. There's no feedback there. Oh, something just.
Did everybody leave out of here?
Did the thing just speak? What did it say?
Window, placebo, loop, conditions,
I'm going to shut the door real quick.
Yep.
casket off.
Okay, so Tiffany's in there. It's really all about that casket, isn't it? Okay, so Tiffany's in there in the theater. In here in the museum room. Chris is there in the center. Okay, door just closed. All right, I'm going to go ahead Are you guys ready for me to put my headphones and stuff on?
Yeah, I had a light on for Tiffany. I don't see it.
Yeah, it just went off. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
get,
there you go.
um, okay,
Your teeth are glowing.
let's see. Yeah, it just went off.
We can't, hold on.
Oh, there it went. Okay. Maybe something turned it off.
There you go.
All right, you putting yours on, Tiffany?
Can everybody hear everybody?
Yeah, give us some kind of notification that you can hear. Tiffany and I will make sure to speak loud. I don't think Chris will have to speak as loud just because she's got a mic right there. So let me get hooked up.
All right, let's do a quick check. Can everybody hear, whoops, can everybody hear Miranda? And can everybody hear Tiffany? And can everybody hear me? Okay. Thanks, Sonia. Thanks, Dehoot.
Okay.
So
All right, whenever y'all are ready.
I think I'm gonna need a different light. This light keeps cutting off. It won't stay on.
All right. Okay, I'm not going to put my headphones on just yet until everyone says they're ready.
I'm gonna hold this here.
What are
Because
you
you're
holding?
not, I'm sorry, the radio box with the words, because you can't see it if it says word.
No. And you can always call that out too, because there's different ways to do the Estes. I'm going to be using the spirit box. I think Tiffany's using the spirit box. And so sometimes people use an obelisk. Sometimes people will use apps, necrophonics. Other times people, you can use all kind of different items when you're doing an Estes. But the key point is for that sensory deprivation and to not be able to hear the questions that's asked. So
Could somebody have Kelly bring me a flashlight, because this one keeps turning off. It won't stay on.
Okay, let me see if I can
you
find
can
something.
grab one of my flashlights. I don't know if it's in.
Yeah, I've got some laying on the table.
You can try that.
Yeah, I can take that to her. Thank you.
There's also a big one right here. Here's this one.
Just
All right, we'll get set here in just a second, guys. Thanks for bearing with us.
sorry. Can everyone see me now? Y'all see me?
I can't see you now. This thing just said slave, January.
You all right? Again, who's going dead?
You want my dad?
Okay. That better?
You need a different gimbal, Chris?
All right, y'all just give a thumbs up when you're ready, okay?
Okay, I'm getting it ready and in position. Is that light too much or is that okay? What do you think, Kelly?
I think you look good.
Okay. All right.
So if the words come out that may be relevant, am I supposed to say that out loud on the box?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Okay, I'm going to turn these noise cancelers on. Okay. I'm ready. I'm going to turn my spirit box on. Actually, when we're ready to do that, Kelly, tap me on the shoulder. Chris will say, start.
Go ahead and start.
We ready to
Okay,
start?
I'll start asking questions.
Okay. I'm getting ready to start.
Can the spirits in here tell us the name of somebody watching tonight? How many spirits are with us tonight?
8. Go back.
German. That sounded like a man.
Threat. Famous.
Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up? How many fingers am I holding up? Can you say that number?
Steam.
What year is it for you?
Often got.
Speak into the microphone. With that.
What's your favorite color? Who is here in this building with us tonight?
Shh. A wedding.
Okay, I thought I don't know if that was a kid or a woman whistling.
What was the play about that they performed last week?
Something.
I think it said home.
During what month were you born?
May.
What year were you born?
Out.
Yesterday.
What's better, cats or dogs?
I'm getting piano music.
Who is in charge in this building?
He is.
Shoe.
Not that one. More piano
Are
music.
there any children here?
That sounded like. I don't know what that was.
Elliot.
Leather.
Who is he?
Sounded like an old woman saying that.
Is there anybody upstairs on the second floor?
Did you see?
Pray.
Go down.
Do you like it when people come in here to try to speak with you?
No.
I was talking and I couldn't make it out.
Are you attached to an item in this building?
History.
Iron.
Music.
Who is Elliot?
Oh well.
I said it already. Stop. Spirit.
Are you
Gray.
attached to a specific item in this building?
Iron. I keep
Heard.
Can you
I keep
touch
getting
somebody in this room?
that.
Stop talking. What did you say?
Will you allow us to play your piano?
Believe me, I did. I showed you.
Lisa.
Can you tell us how many people are in this building tonight?
Men. Many men.
It's pretty.
Men.
A very happy woman, sounded like.
Like I said.
How did you die?
Baby.
Were you the man killed in the fire?
I heard a man's voice because he said 2 words. I could make it out.
Oh. That almost like I don't know if it's the static, but I'm hearing
What makes
it
you
like sounds
happy?
like coughing.
What makes you happy?
It's mine.
Are you afraid of us being in here?
Get out. Please.
Do we scare you?
It's like a man and woman that's talking back and forth. And I can't make out what they're saying. But it sounds like coughing. Like the man is coughing. Or coughing, not coughing, coughing.
Will you allow us to see you?
I said my name. Something hard.
Cause. Trip.
Is there something that you need from us?
Blaze.
Shh. Need you to be still.
Is there a story that you want told?
Be still.
There was like some kind of weird little like high-pitched whisper in my ear.
You.
Who was your best friend?
I could almost feel the breeze off of it.
Jasmine.
Disregard.
What was the name of your spouse?
Veronica, I think.
Were you caught in the fire?
Let me through.
Were you caught in the fire?
Please. That was almost like a.
How did the fire start?
That.
Remember.
Wind.
Let me.
Were you in your wheelchair and could not get out of the
I keep
fire?
feeling like the table moving.
Many.
Like,
Were you trapped in the fire?
Ember. By. Ask me.
Did you have any children?
No.
3.
No. So, okay. Missed it.
Stars, okay.
Did someone die in the fire?
It's a really deep man's voice.
Sad.
Did you own the property that we're standing on?
Yes. Or guess, wagon.
How many acres was your
Francisco.
farm?
Will. I don't know if it's a name or like a,
How many acres was your farm?
All right.
This.
or a last
Are
will.
you in the stars now? Are you in the stars?
Ooh, I'm feeling dizzy.
Ahead.
Are you messing with Miranda?
Shit. I think that's what it said.
There's that whisper again.
Piano music again. Get out. Go home.
I'm gonna,
Be fine.
I don't know if they've stopped. I'm gonna stop.
Ahead of the stars or time?
And I'm not sure
And guys, FYI, I can't hear them, so
what it is.
I'm not sure what they're
So-
saying.
So I'm gonna take my headphones off just in case. I'm feeling dizzy.
Okay, it looks like Miranda's done.
I stopped because I was feeling dizzy.
What the?
All right, let's go back in here real quick.
Stay.
Soul pendant.
Thanks, D-Hoot.
Was there, I was feeling dizzy. I don't know if I kept hearing coughing and I was feeling dizzy on here, but it could have been the blindfold and the sound. But it
Okay.
also felt like at some point, like something's like the
You
table was
kept
shaking.
hanging on like,
Yeah, it's like as I would like sit like this, it was like something was coming up and pushing on the table.
and it's funny when you said that coughing or you could whisper or whatever, the word blaze came through here at the exact same
Really?
time when you talked about it.
I told you.
Okay, that's
Coughing.
cool.
So a lot of the words even matched up with what she was saying in the other room. Like it was really,
Everybody said it was a good one. I could not hear y'all. I can't. I can't hear y'all.
Okay, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
your question
Because I mean,
before pendant truck before time.
Your mom wants to know if your show is over.
my mom was right on the nose. What's she doing? Texting?
Yes.
Ooh,
She'd
I'm
be watching.
like I have
All right. You want me to go get Tiffany?
Still doing it?
said daddy again.
Yeah.
Like I'm surrounded by something cold. Like all of a sudden, just all around me is cold.
Oh, it's freezing in that room to begin with. I
All right.
it's
We want to go get her. Or?
different.
We can. I think I would go in there and I think we just take the music box in there.
Okay. I'm gonna need a phone charger.
Let me grab one here.
Stay.
And I'm gonna go off the gimbal.
You're gonna what now?
The gimbal's dead too, so I'm just gonna come off the gimbal.
Welcome.
Sorry for the shakiness, guys. Stand by.
Just got switched again.
You want the other?
All right, well, are you gonna turn the laptop off or take it off the laptop? I will.
I can.
When did you get that hooked up? What's that?
Thanks.
Do you need this one?
Yeah.
All right. Stop it. Just tell me a which. Baby? Baby.
I wish we could make it. Here, do me a favor, plug this in. My third hand isn't working.
Oh,
You handed me 90 things. It's like, here.
Well, I was holding it. It's at the bottom.
I guess. I can't tell because now I'm blinded. There you go.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Do you need that other?
Uh, yeah.
So something else. You're all something.
Did you need that other one?
No, I got it. It was fine.
Stay back. Or, yeah. Stay back.
Tiffany's going strong.
It's over.
Yeah, we're over, Tiffany.
Tough for you. What are you doing?
Okay, Dee Dee, we got the,
So we're gonna have to turn down her phone. There's a bad echo.
Oh, it's me. All right.
You all were matched. I can't wait for you to look at all that.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I haven't saw because I started getting busy, but I thought it might have been and I was getting my coffee and then just my head was swimming. Oh, wow. It is off.
I do want to say something. Y'all probably see my hands shaking when I was holding my ears. That's not a paranormal thing. So just in case y'all seen that, because I didn't get sick or dizzy or anything like that, but my hands were shaking really bad. But that wasn't a reaction or anything.
Okay, everybody's
That's
saying it.
weird that you got sick like that.
Everybody said it was a really cool Estes session.
Good deal.
Randy says today's his 71st birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Randy. Is that Randy Clay?
Yeah,
Oh, well, happy birthday.
he said he's been doing this 56 years.
So that Brady Homes is it on?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we've got the music box over there as well.
Aggression.
All right. So I say, because we're probably setting that off. It's gonna kind of quilt.
Where did you say that?
Quilt. I'm gonna move it.
Should, I don't know. It's weird. Should figure that out.
Okay, so Dee Dee wanted us to bring the music box in here to the auditorium. So we've got the music box. We've also got another EMF detector that plays Freddy sounds. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna move out from. That's a pretty good range.
As you guys were walking up, the spirits were letting you know they were still talking to Tiffany in the Estes session, says Dee Dee.
Yeah, they probably weren't done. So you were getting a lot of chatter?
Yeah.
I was getting a man and woman talking back and forth.
I was getting more of a man with a really, really deep voice, but I was getting some women, but mostly man.
Okay. All right. So we brought a music box in here. All you have to do is just go up and touch that little light that's on it, or walk in front of it. Were you in here talking to Tiffany? Do you like it whenever they have plays or concerts in here? Does anybody have any questions?
You want to try putting the tripwire across the stage?
Yeah, I'll grab the one that's right here.
That's you. That's you.
Yeah, that'd be me. Whoa, tripwire.
No. Whoa, here we go.
I guess not gonna be for me.
But it's going off down there in front of the REM pod. Can you step away, please? Thank you.
Do you want to keep this door open? Yep.
Can you touch that purple light again, please?
I'm gonna leave this one sitting here. Okay. I'm gonna grab the one.
Okay, that was not us.
Pushed out.
There's no way that thing is this far, right, Tiffany?
I wouldn't think so.
Walk again.
I mean,
Yeah, it was you. Okay.
was it?
Okay. That's crazy how sensitive that thing is. Nice job.
That's
Music
far away for that though.
music box maker. Nice
Let
job.
me walk there, because I'm about the same.
Yeah, that's you.
That thing's got some rings on it.
Here, let's pull it up. That's fine.
I thought you said in the live last week how big of a range that had on it.
Yeah, it's the music box, and we're amazed by the range because we're a good
Anger,
30
terror,
feet.
evil.
All right, that's Tiffany's music box. Yes, that's you. All right, just so we know what's going off, I'll show this to everybody. It's a little music thing. Yeah, we got a lot going on in here, guys. All right. So now we've got the tripwire.
James said the music box will see you for at least 20 feet.
Okay, well, that's every bit of 20 feet.
Door just moved.
Thank you, James.
But I mean, the door totally moved by itself towards me. I didn't hit it, like the door moved at least 3 inches.
you want that door shut?
It moved like,
Can you shut that door for us?
you didn't see that?
I didn't.
Oh my, I mean, it moved.
Go ahead and shut that door for us. That way we can watch the performance.
Can you run at us?
Mm-hmm. Wow, you got that right. Arrived.
All right, we're gonna watch the performance. But you can shut that door for us, please. Okay, that's us setting off the alarm, so we need to get set.
Okay, I'm gonna set my camera out here,
Man,
and maybe if y'all see something go off around here, if you can let us know.
James, yeah, that's every bit of 20 feet, James. I'd almost venture to say that's 25, maybe a little bit more. Nice job.
That's a heck of a range.
Right? We need to set.
Yeah, you gotta sit. I'm gonna sit down right over here.
So if any of those lights go off, y'all can let us
Have an
know.
SLS camera too.
We do. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Tiff. Oh, sorry. Why don't you grab the SLS? We'll see if we can get anybody acting on the stage. Okay, while she goes and gets the SLS, we'll just kind of get that music box to calm down a second there. All right. So we're here to watch the show. Are there any actors here? Mr. Walden, if you're here, did you ever think that we would be having plays in your barn?
Were you here watching the performance last week? That's Tiffany.
I didn't even see her come in. Oh, sorry. All stealth-like.
And so Tiffany's going to pull up an SLS camera. James, I think you should increase your range on that music box because I'm well over 20 feet.
Got to be almost 30 feet.
Right?
Next thing you know, it's going to be picking up the cars on the highway.
Right? For those who don't know, James was the one that made the music box. So if you're interested, contact him.
Yes, thank you, Dark 30 Paranormal, James and Kim. I'm really enjoying experimenting with this music box.
If you're one of the ushers, can you please shut the door?
I think I plugged it in.
If anybody would like to rehearse their performance, we'd love to see your performance, please. You can walk right across that stage.
purposes.
Kelly, did you just make a noise? Because I heard it too. It sounded like somebody right at the door.
Does that sound like this?
No, it was more like a walking sound. Like a,
Type it on my phone.
maybe.
Doesn't matter to me.
All right, does anybody have any questions while we're getting the SLS camera ready? That's the ceiling. There you go, you're looking at the ceiling. There, that's the stage. There you go. Can you please walk across the stage?
We can actually see you. Gonna put on a show for us? Maybe we need to play some music. For some reason, I feel like some bluegrass would be appropriate in a bluegrass barn in Kentucky. Again, thank you all for sticking with us tonight.
That's something you can dance to?
Dee Dee says, can you turn the lights on so we can see the actors, please? We need the stage lights on.
What if I went on stage that way people could see what SLS would read?
Sure.
And like if you're going to barn dance, the line dance,
You need a partner.
right?
Get it, girl?
That makes sense?
Yeah. The music box will go off.
Church at Levi Jackson, the other group,
That's right.
it came up because of the preacher that was on.
Maybe
Well, I can't have Freddie Krueger music and
sit on the
bluegrass.
stage and turn around and everybody would be dancing up.
Just stay to that stage side then, or not. There she is.
Is too far for this to match. I'm gonna be a little closer to it. Not as a stick figure.
You gonna dance with me? I need a partner. The burger barrel's up here.
If anybody wants to dance with Kelly, can you turn on one of the lights? Can you just step on one of the lights, please?
I mean, those lights.
I kind of
that's what we had happening last week. Does anybody else want to be know this song? Anybody have any questions or anything? Not getting much here in the auditorium.
Or maybe lobby or upstairs.
I want to see if the lights are on the bathroom still. I'm just gonna check the bathroom here. Yep, the light is still on. The internal lights inside of there are still on.
Stay, please.
Dee Dee said, I don't know why a violin popped in my head. Do they hear a violin? Around here it'd be called a fiddle.
She said she heard it or she just senses it.
I think she senses it.
Okay,
Just popped in her head, she said.
nice.
Maybe it's a reference to the music box.
Could be. Would you like the violin? Oh. Oh, there was something standing up on the balcony.
Could it be the spindles?
Well,
Yeah, looks like it's just mapping the balcony.
that is just now from the balcony there.
You know, go up there on the wagon, because we did get the word wagon 2 or 3 different times.
I got a wheel, but it might have been.
Yeah, wheel and wagon. Tide.
Y'all bear with me a minute. Mapping the wheel. Upstairs? Yep. Almost 2.5 hours in. Yep. Oh, fiddle. Yes, just in my mind, says Dee Dee.
Linger.
Let's just went off.
Any other clues on the book?
Probably the music box.
Okay.
Tiffany, can you grab or somebody grab the music box?
The music box that's there on the stage. We'll take it upstairs. That's not even going on.
We walked by it several times.
How close is it? I guess the range is just really close on it.
Isn't that right to that? The music box is 20 feet away. This is like.
It's like a toe.
Now, don't forget, I have another grandpa at the top, so it's freaking out.
Whoa, I'm caught on the balcony. There we go.
Yep, I see it. Oh, no, I know what that was. I just stepped on.
You just step on the bird.
Stepped on the big bird.
Crunch.
You're fine.
Sticking from it?
Where do you want me to put this?
Tiff.
She commits.
Okay. Dee Dee says, what are the reports of paranormal upstairs?
We did something up for the one time, but it was quiet. But up here's lots of creaking and settling.
It's cold up here. Dee Dee said, well, at least it was dead. And why is there a dead bird? Well, we're not sure.
It wasn't so much a dead bird as a bird skeleton. Look,
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, you sound like that.
She got there. Surely. Okay, was this your barn? Mr. Walden, what do you think about what they've done with your barn? Isn't it beautiful?
Window. You were talking about those windows earlier. Yeah.
That was something.
This just went dark.
Some of those art pieces were done by students.
Why do I know hearing something back there?
The Ghost Riders ask, where are you located at? We're in Kentucky. London, Kentucky.
This just isn't nothing anything up here.
Maybe there ain't nothing to make.
We'll go over to the windows here.
Right in that corner.
In that corner, that's where we keep hearing things. Just I want to check over here where these windows are.
Slide is not right.
How sturdy is this barn?
What, is somebody fall?
It definitely was a good creak.
Yeah, I hear it creaking. Of course, it was hot. It was really hot today, and now it's really cool outside, so it's probably just shifting with the
Temperature change.
I'm not mapping anything on this.
Sorry.
Do I? Dang it. I almost dropped the phone. Oh,
That'll be my time to get a new one. Now, I just saw something over there with you all.
Over here with us.
Yep,
Come back.
it was right in between. It was a little person. Is there a kid up here? You used to hide in the hayloft?
And this is the one that has the long distance, right?
yes.
You picking it up again?
No. It was just right in between you two when you all were standing near each other.
Would have been that. That's kind of vertical.
Mm-mm. Are you two standing beside each other?
Yeah.
It's mapping Tiffany. It's not mapping Kelly.
You're invisible, Kelly.
Actually, no, it's mapping Kelly and it's not mapping you.
Oh, I'm invisible. It took me to the other side. Is there a little boy and girl up here? You don't have to hide. You can come out and talk to us. We got all kinds of cool toys to play with.
I heard that over there.
Do you play up here a lot?
Yeah, we don't want to drop the phone, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
I'd be fired from my position.
Yeah. That one has no case on it now.
We might be home popping. No, it's over here. If a bat comes at me, y'all better get out of my way. If a bat comes at me, you better get out of my way. I will mow you down.
She will mow you over
So
when I just step on you.
it was coming from right in here. But see if we hear it again.
That was over. That was a post. It's mapping.
Ask them if they like dogs or cats. That's a good question for kids. And then Janet said, what's your favorite game?
Do you like dogs or cats? I like both, but I kind of have a few cats now.
You have a whole cloud.
I need a crazy cat lady here. What's your favorite color? That's mapping.
That there used to be a rope swing here. You swing off and jump into the hay.
Oh, how fun. You know, I have a barn.
Yep, we're all from the country. We got barns and tractors and all kinds of stuff.
Mr. Walden, you have a beautiful property here. I know that the people of London love being able to come here and use this to listen to music and have their gatherings.
Is there somebody behind those two doors right there? Are you hiding back there? Can you knock on the other side of the door? Can you knock? I don't know. I think the possible hearing temperature changes.
That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too. This has gone off again.
Okay.
Dee Dee just said she heard a no whispered.
Oh, nice.
So we're not hearing? Is that you were hearing it?
Is that?
The noises I was hearing was coming from right in through there. So I don't know. They weren't coming from the ceiling, but I mean, we are. I don't know. It's pretty solid, yeah. Not making it creak or anything. That was a little bit, but nothing like what we were hearing.
Yeah, we're up at 2:37. We're rolling up into 3 hours here.
We'll probably wrap it up here really soon unless somebody's got something else they want us to try.
Could try the portal somewhere
That'd be good.
and try like one last thing and just see if we get something somewhere. Is there anywhere we haven't done?
The bathroom.
No, but we done stuff in the lobby though itself.
Not really, maybe
Let's just,
in
yeah.
the lobby and then we can wrap it up. And so we're going to try a portal session down there. If you want to think of any questions, we'll do that down there. Wrap things up. We're rolling in 2.5 hours here. So again, thank you all so much for sticking with us on this.
You know, if we were live, those 2 hours would be like crap by. It would be like we'd be 30 minutes and we'd be like, has it only been 30 minutes?
Yeah.
D Hoot said take the SLS to the piano and to the bed.
Yeah, we could do that.
We'll do both of those. What is all this on that black with some interesting markings on the floor?
So this was, remember the cars and stuff were up here.
That's right.
All the auto repairs and
So probably
Scrap
auto fluid.
strips and.
That's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
I still am not happy about sitting on bird bombs.
It's like the spirit box, but it's a little bit easier on the ears because you don't have all that static. Some people like them, some people don't. Some people have favorites, some people
Hip hop, there you go.
use different ones. Okay. So I'm going. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna get anything off of that anyway.
Good night, James. Thank you.
We could do that. Is there somewhere you want somebody to be alone at,
Wait, you pulled the wrong person.
ghostwriters?
Miranda, you pulled the wrong person. There we go.
So we're gonna do the portal, we'll do the SOS on the piano in the bed before we get off. And then if you all want Miranda to go somewhere for 10 minutes and we'll see what she gets alone, I guess we could do that too. Sure. So if y'all wanna think about where you want her to go. You might have to get closer. All right, so we've got another way to talk to us. Did I say sit down?
Sit down.
Do you want us to sit down?
There was footsteps. Those were footsteps upstairs.
Yeah.
Like on the stairs.
Who stays upstairs?
Can you tell us what song we were playing earlier? Could you see and hear us earlier?
Okay. Have you just been watching us?
Do you like it when people come in and talk to you?
Who is Elliot? Who made Miranda dizzy?
Who was coughing? What was that? Yeah.
What does after the stars mean?
There's somebody whispering. She's gonna go get her Bluetooth speaker so we can hear her.
That's the one. Was it?
There it goes. The other person didn't respond to that.
Can people hear this all right? Can people hear the portal all right?
Normally, that's what it does.
Maybe you stop it. Well, if everybody can hear it, then
They say it's garbled, but
yeah, it is. Stop it in 1 second. I get some really good stuff off this. I just guess it's not loud enough for. Sure, it is not connecting. I'll work on that. Well, my name's Tiffany. What's your name?
Moses.
That's what I said. Moses.
Like the Moses or just Moses?
Hey, Moses. Did you often come to the farm here?
Lewis. Dee Dee heard Lewis.
Is your name Lewis?
Thought it just said ghost stuff.
Oh, wow. Are we doing ghost stuff? Well, our names are Miranda and Tiffany, Christy,
And what's her name sitting over there by the door?
can you say
She's here all the time. What's her name? Say it louder.
whose piano is that in there?
I see you. Oh, shoot. Did y'all hear that? Did you just hear that? That was weird. That was weird. Did you just make that noise? That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Do you like to hang out here in the bathroom?
That was wild.
It was loud.
Yeah. It's quiet in here.
This is like the quietest room in the house.
I know. I almost sound like a douche. Or a whoosh.
Keep getting Moses. So who's Moses?
I am.
Awful. Is Moses an awful person? He was drunk. Was Moses a drunk? Yeah. Do you have booze in the afternoon? What is that? We can try something else. That's not really loud enough for them to hear and make out. So they wanted to do the SOS camera on the bed and the camera, and then you to go somewhere by yourself and just see what you get on.
Okay, we can do that right quick, and then we'll wrap it up. We've been on almost 3 hours
Almost 3
now.
hours, yeah.
So, all right, let me. SOS. Check that. All right. There's down to 68.9. Is the K2 is not back on the bed. I think we've still got flashlights and a few little things over here. Heard that?
Yeah, that came from behind us.
Uh-huh. Whoa, we got a figure there. Oh, gone. Remember that.
It's Tiffany coming behind us, I think. Let's just do this on the bed real quick.
All right. Okay, we're back. They requested we come in here and check this area out. Nana, are you still in here? No, I think I got the name Veronica. If you want to sit down here on the bed, I can see you. The farmers.
What? Yeah, you're my brother, sister.
Oh, what is that? Hello? That's right over there by the piano.
That's not her reflection in the glass, is it? Wait, go back to what it was. Wait, come back to you, find it again. I don't know.
Not seeing. Oh, there it is again.
Now y'all move back, just in case. Nope. Well, nope.
No, that's not them.
Can you wave at us?
Your arm up and wave.
Can you kick a leg out?
It almost looked like it had its leg out.
Do it again. Kick your leg out.
It's not the figure sitting in the chair, is it? I mean, you're not pointing that way.
Mm-mm.
That's walking.
That's what?
That,
Very loud walk.
no, that wasn't you. Hear it? Yeah.
Walk in here.
Oh
Come
my
join
God, it's
us.
coming. Keep coming closer, please.
Come introduce yourself.
Oh, looky there. Right there
Well,
at the
hello,
piano.
nice to meet you.
It's out there.
That's
Sonia said she heard the walking.
I don't know what this is doing.
Is it trying to dance? Or,
Can you kick your leg out again, please?
Were you going to say burlesque? It's true. It's true.
Can you play the piano?
what are you aiming at? I guess that
The hole.
Oh, now it's very still.
It's like he's leaning up like, hey.
Yeah.
Can you talk out loud to us? You tell us your name?
He's doing the dad now.
Can you keep walking, please? Yeah, Dee Dee, it definitely sounded like somebody was coming through that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come around the corner, please?
It's moving. Oh, there's two.
It's not the cases, it's not the figurines in the cases.
I don't think so.
Right there.
Well, no, because if she's holding it stationary and it's moving, those aren't moving. Because that one was walking,
Mm-hmm.
and so.
Oh,
does that
he
make
was
sense?
walking again. He just walked across the screen. Disappeared.
See, the exit sign is going to be a reference.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready to leave your space.
Can you step back out and wave bye to us? We really appreciate you interacting with us and talking to us. You come back out and say bye?
That's the case.
Okay.
Dee Dee said it looked like the other one hit the new one and then they left.
Yeah.
Sonny said, cool, maybe they're doing a little jig together.
You know, earlier when we was in here, when the atmosphere changed, whoever was in here that we were talking to, they left and something new come in. And it was not as friendly, whole atmosphere. And we didn't get anything else. So maybe it's,
Yeah, someone turn lights on.
Yeah, we need to turn them.
All right, guys. I'll go in there to the actual tablet or to the laptop.
Okay.
And so, let me pull that up. We're gonna sign off. Okay, so thank you all so much for staying with us here tonight. Thank you to my friends that came out and helped me here with the show. Doing the lives, they're so much fun, but there's a lot that goes into them to make sure that they run smoothly and everything. So I definitely want to thank Chris, who's behind the camera there, setting everything up so that everyone can see, and to Tiffany from helping me bring in some of her tools and helping me with investigating, and to Kelly for opening up this great location for us here. I do want to mention just a couple things. We do have the Ghost Biker Hogs and Haunts weekend that's coming up this weekend. We still have tickets left, guys, to this really cool cave investigation that we're doing. Don't be intimidated about it being a cave. It is somewhere that you can easily access. This location, it's a relatively private location that you can't get into just anytime. You definitely can't investigate it. $45. You can come in, you can investigate with us for the night, and all the funds go to the Shop with a Cop program. And that is part of the Ghost Biker weekend. Also, from 10 to 2, we're going to be having a meet and greet at Wildcat Harley Davidson. And it's going to be a fun time. We've got food, entertainment, and I'm going to have a table there with Ghost Biker merchandise. So definitely come by, check us out. And then, of course, on Sunday, we've got the motorcycle ride. It is a free ride. My understanding, that ride, all registration spots have been filled. But if you're going to be in the area and would like to ride, don't let that discourage you either. Please reach out to me either via email, messenger, or any way. I mean, there's multiple ways. You can even message me through YouTube if you'd like to join us for that motorcycle ride. So we're going to see some of the beautiful sights that London, Kentucky has to offer. And so definitely look into that. We are going to be taking tickets for the investigation sales. We're going to be taking those up until I think around either noon or 3 o'clock on Saturday. Kelly, anything else? I know you mentioned the Laurel Home Guard that's going to the reenactment at Wildcat Battlefield. lots of great things going on. I mean, here we are in October. It's not just spooky season, but it's also the time when all these festivals and all of these locations have great events going on for Halloween and going on for the fall season. So definitely come check them out. We're here at Heritage Hills event. It's, what is it called now? Heritage Hills Entertainment Center, I believe. If you just Google Heritage Hills, London, Kentucky, you can come by and you can rent this cool location out for different events. Come see some of the shows that are held here. Come check out the museum. You can find all the hours and information here because, again, these locations, the way they thrive is, or actually the way they survive, is through the funds that you do when you come and visit. So anyways, thank you all so much. Please tune in this Thursday night. We do have a program change on that. We've got tours going up until normal Ghost Biker Garage time, but we will be going live at 10 p.m. Eastern time this coming Thursday to break down this episode, talk about all the stuff that we caught. Please go back and watch. Send me your timestamps so we know to go back and watch on those times, and we'll just kind of break it down then. So just kind of watch for that announcement to come out as to when the exact time. But as of right now, it's going to be 10 p.m. rather than 9 p.m. So again, thank you all so much for spending your evening with us. Truly enjoyed it. And next Tuesday night, we will be in another great location here in the Southeast. So definitely tune in. So thank you guys so much.